Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Happy Pappy Variety Hour. Yeah!
Yeah, welcome back. Welcome back. Low voice is off. So we're
Okay,
good
low
now.
voice is off.
Yeah, we're
Hey
good.
guys, we're alive.
Wow.
For
We're
better or
back.
worse.
Huh. This is quite interesting.
Did you miss us? Probably not.
You probably
There-
didn't notice.
No,
They
there are a
didn't even
couple
notice.
people who are like, man.
Because
there's
no, but
one
this is-
there's one super fan.
Yeah.
Like
I
one guy
really-
who's got like custom posters.
You
all
know
over
what's
his
funny?
room.
The only person who has like commented on every podcast is like either like X
X has.
or
XXX Tentacion.
No.
Oh, fuck you.
Is he still?
or
He's still with
like
us.
Matthew Baker, who none of us have spoken to in
Yeah.
like 4 years. But it's kind of cool. So shout outs to those people who
Yeah, for
like,
sure.
are like legitimately listen. That's
For
pretty
reminding
nice of you.
us that we're alive. and
Yeah.
the things we create have an impact outside of, like,
Yeah.
this room.
Well, honestly, no, they don't. But we can pretend they do.
I mean, who cares? Just as long as we're happy with what we were doing,
Yeah.
and you know, uh, it doesn't matter so long as like, I don't care whether 5 people or 500 people maybe would watch one of these episodes. Just as long as one or a few people listen and are like, you know what, that made me happy and that entertained me for a while.
Yeah.
Like that, like 1 or 2 people feeling that would just make my day.
That
You know,
made me pop a boner just a little bit.
Yeah,
Just
a
a
little
little
bit.
Half mast, you know?
Yeah.
That's our goal.
That's our goal. Is to
We just want to pop.
You know
people
what?
pop as many boners as they can get.
our goal is to chub you up.
But only halfway.
Only halfway.
If we get you full chub, that's a problem.
You might be a little gay.
Can we make
A
this
little
like the
bit.
#1 podcast to listen to during sex?
Guys,
Get started.
all right.
Get
So
started.
here's what you guys have got to do. We're not on iTunes, but we have to get to #1 on the podcast charts. So
No,
get the fuck on it.
we have it's going. We're gonna turn this into like a fitness gram pacer test, but for sex. So it's just like
Mm.
thrust and thrust and thrust.
Come,
I hate that.
come, come. You have 5 more seconds before ejaculation. Come, come, come.
And this is why people didn't miss us.
No, we're fine. But in other news, it might sound a little different today. Micah, can you tell us
Maybe
why?
a little bit. So, to explain the backstory here, I am... Oh, fuck. Sorry, my coffee cup made a very loud noise. I have been playing drums for probably some 8 years. But currently I'm in a college class but I'm taking a college class from Berkeley in School of Music in Boston. Thank you.
Oh
Thank
wait,
you.
when you said
Thank you.
Berkeley, I thought you meant like
Not
UC
California,
UC
Berkeley.
huh?
No,
No,
like Berkeley School of Music
like
in
the,
Boston.
Like the real good Berkeley.
Yeah, the
I
actually
didn't
good
know,
Berkeley.
I didn't know there was a good Berkeley. And
There
there was
is.
a bad
There
one.
is. And so because of this, it was actually going to be me going to Berkeley for a weekend, and it was going to be like a
Yeah.
weekend intensive. And then, COVID happened.
Huh, I wonder why, you know.
And so right now,
Well,
they
I mean that's
changed
not
it.
real. So
It's not.
Yeah, COVID's fake, of course. It went from a weekend. I'm really happy they did this, by the way. It went from a weekend to 12 weeks.
Oh my god, that's awesome.
A
So that's
12-week
actually
program.
what compensation?
I know.
That's great.
That's why I'm happy they did that. I was disappointed it was going to be like online for a weekend. for,
Yeah,
like,
no,
maybe 1 or 2
honestly,
weeks, but-
I think I'd rather do it online for 12 weeks than
For
just have
sure.
a weekend.
For sure. But of course, I was going to be able to go and like tour the campus, check everything
Yeah,
out.
that's
But
true.
and that's a little disappointing I didn't get
But
to
you
go.
can, I mean, but you can get this class and then also do that afterwards, you
Mhm.
know?
hmm
But it is good to
I
get
mean
the
it's
full
not going
package.
anywhere.
Yeah.
yeah, that's
So-
true. But I say all this because it's online. I had to buy my own recording equipment,
Mm-hmm.
and I had to learn better how to mix and master audio.
Mm-hmm.
Because I've been the one out of the 3 of us that have been doing all the audio stuff, but the problem is I had zero clue what the fuck I was doing. And so over the past couple weeks, I have watched countless YouTube videos and spent so many hours working with these mics and this mixer I have. The mixer is better than we had, and the mics, for any of you audio junkies out there, they are Samson CO2s.
Yes.
Pencil condenser microphones. They're made for recording instruments. I use them to record my drums, but
evidently
sound fine.
sound good.
They sound
on
good,
voices
yeah.
too. And I will also be getting. Sorry to interject, but I'll
You're
also be getting for continuing off the, nerdy microphone talk. I'll be getting a Shure SM57.
an absolute classic. If you need a
Yes.
microphone, that's probably your go-to.
Very much a classic. And I'll also be getting a bunch of other recording equipment, including some software. So Micah and I will be able to hopefully split the editing difference.
Ideally. Yeah.
So that'll be good. Which means we could also get them out faster
Yeah.
if you guys would like that. And also, actually, I won't go into that right now. But yeah, so that's our.
And I provide sex appeal, so
That's
you
true.
know,
That
we
is
all
true.
we all
That
give an
is true.
equal
Little bit.
equal part to this podcast.
Also, Drew provides where we record.
Mhm.
We're
But mostly
kind of
sex
the
appeal.
mainly sex.
Let
yeah.
me have this.
It's okay. Sadly, Drew has been stuck with the
I
short end
need
of the
this.
stick. He has the old microphone, but I tried to make it to where he doesn't sound too much different, and I think I did an okay job.
My luscious voice will just compensate.
Yeah,
for
of
anything,
course.
You know?
The static is gone. That's the most important.
Yes,
part.
Mhm.
I have, like I said, I've taught myself a lot about audio mastering and mixing, and I figured out how to get the annoying static to go away. So I know a lot of people were complaining about that, and rightfully so.
We no longer sound like we're recording from the void.
Yeah.
We're just
Recording
we just got
inside
this
of a-
transmission out.
Like we're recording inside of a generator. Just like
I wonder if the air conditioner is going to replace that now.
no,
you
I
don't
don't
hear it.
think. I mean, these are condenser mics, but I don't think it's gonna pick that up.
There's no.
Yeah,
way.
I hope
No. But we should probably explain where the fuck we've been. It's been a while.
I mean, not
Do we just want to go and give some like updates for like,
sure, yeah,
posterity.
living?
yeah.
Yeah. Okay, Micah.
Um, like you
we'll go
mean
clockwise.
what I've been
Micah's-
up to? Is
yeah.
that what we're asking?
Where
Yes.
you been? What's been
Well-
going on? Of course we know,
Right.
but
The thing is, I'm the editor of the group, so I'm the one who edits the podcast and the videos. And I know what you're thinking. Videos. Yes.
yes.
Mhm.
I have edited a couple videos.
Oh, holy shit! I completely forgot about
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Sorry to interject, but I deadass forgot we ever did that.
But here's the problem.
It's like it turned out really well. and
It's a
by-
matter of me going back and watching them and like, wow, this editing fucking sucks, and then
Well,
not uploading it
yeah, that's
because
fair.
It's all right.
I'm scared that the editing is garbage, so I just refuse to upload it. But if you guys would really like to see that,
Mhm.
I will upload it. I'll go back and fix some of the things that I think look bad. Like I have a tracking shot of a truck that looks like
Mhm.
fucking awful, so I'm gonna go fix that.
If you little piggies want some slop, we'll
Want some slop?
feed it into your
Jesus.
truck.
Speaking of slop, sorry.
You good? Go for
it. We have kind of been discussing this because it's just something that we were kind of interested in, and we kind of have a bit of a nerdy fan base, mostly male. ? Hey, yo, females in the comments.
Please,
Shout out.
I need
Shout
this.
out.
Comment below. Leave us a like. Only if you're a girl.
Drew need a big titty girlfriend.
I was just about to
help
say.
my homie out.
Please, I
I
need this.
Girlfriend probably won't appreciate that.
No.
It's not for me.
Yeah.
It's just because we want a diverse fan base because we need money.
Just want
Let's
to.
be real. I don't
point
need that,
that out.
shit. I'm a fucking lone wolf, like the Sekiro, Shadows Die Twice guy.
That's
Wait, that's a great transition.
game.
Okay, so what I was
All
talking
right.
about was maybe doing a couple video game let's plays. And
Yeah.
maybe making a couple series out of it.
But the
How
problem
fucking-
is, I don't know if. I think we should still do it
yeah.
Mhm.
because fuck it. But also, I don't know how much our fan base would like that.
Well,
think-
that's why I'm posing it now, is because anybody who's listening to this might want to give us your opinion, maybe some suggestions on what games you would like us to
Yeah,
play.
the kind of main issue is I don't want to drop $200 on a capture
On a
card
capture card.
for something
For
nobody
something
wants.
that no one wants.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Because I mean,
And we can
it's not my parents' money anymore, so I
Yeah.
gotta feel bad about spending it.
and we can all chip in. Like that's quite expensive, so
Yeah,
we
I mean,
can,
do you
we
know
can
how
make
much?
it a
Do you know how
business
much
expense
Weezer
for all of us.
memorabilia I could get for that at that
We're
price
not
point.
gonna
You
start
and
talking
Weezer.
about Weezer again.
Listen,
You can't stop. You can't
We're
stop
not gonna
me.
start.
Do you know how sad they delayed the new album? And I think that was the closest I've come to throwing myself off. Like this house.
new album?
It was coming May 15th.
How fucking old are they?
what's this one called?
Very Van Weezer. That's
what
that's
color
what,
is this album?
What color is this album? That's funny.
No, this isn't a colored album, unfortunately. But this,
Wait, whoa. What do you mean it's not a colored album?
It has to be colored. It's Weezer.
No. They need to integrate.
Probably a bad time to make
It's
that
about
comment.
fucking time that Weezer integrated a colored album. That's fucked up. Sorry.
So bad time to make
we
Bad
that.
have
timing.
to we have to integrate red and green in with the rest of them, you know,
Christmas.
The purple album.
because those are the bad ones.
The shit brown albums.
The
You
piss
haven't-
yellow album.
No, the bad
Wait.
one. It's weird because they have Black Album and White Album, right? And White Album is pretty good, and Black Album sucks ass. And it's like, come on.
Guess Weezer's a little racist.
I mean,
It would not surprise me if Rivers Cuomo tweeted something like,
his wife is Japanese, I believe. If you know, he's
So?
been married since 2000.
"Who cares?"
He writes songs about like, oh, I'm
Oh,
sad
yeah,
and I
that's a
want a
good point.
girlfriend, and it's like, dude, like, she's over there.
Yeah.
What if Weezer came out with an album, and the album cover was just Piss Christ? Have we talked
Metallica
about
would come
Piss Christ
sue them.
before?
Yes, we have talked about Piss
I don't know if we
Christ.
uploaded that episode though.
I don't know.
If we haven't,
Yeah,
we'll
that's
do a
true.
quick recap. Piss Christ is it's a painting, right?
so
I'll let
it's
Aiden explain it.
it's
He knows better.
This like avant-garde weird artist. I'm pretty sure he's like French, but it was in the it was created in the 80s, and this guy got like a Tupperware. No, it was a glass bin or like a glass case, and he put like a bunch of his bodily fluids in it. It was like his piss, his blood. It may have been some of his semen. I'm not sure, but like a bunch of his gross humors.
Can you imagine just jacking off into a jar containing the Lord?
I don't have to imagine,
But-
but
The Lord's
anyway.
jar.
To fill in what Aiden was saying and what Drew was saying, inside of this jar
Is a crucifix.
it looks like the Christ of Rio de Janeiro, right? Isn't it like
no,
that?
it's
Or is it a
so
crucifix?
he pissed came like shat and bled into this glass case, and then he put a crucifix in there.
Yep.
And then he photographed it and called it art. and
and it's known as Piss Christ.
and it's like that's the official name of the artwork is Piss Christ. And if Micah would be so kind, maybe he could put up a picture of it right now.
Ding. There it is.
Okay.
Can you imagine though that Weezer does have that as an album cover and it's the Piss album?
The Piss album.
Piss album is a
'Cause
little.
they're gonna run out of colors eventually. So they gotta start getting creative.
Piss album is like too Weezer though, because that kind of album cover is not Weezer. I would want them to go full out. I would want them to be like, so like Piss Christ as an album cover, and then like the Damnation of Man as the title of the album.
They have one album that's called Death to False Metal, and it's just all like old like unused tracks.
Ugh.
I'm sorry, Death to False Metal?
Yeah, it's not.
Like-
It's fine.
As in like,
Pyrite?
as
No,
in, like
it's-
the
it's-
material or
Yeah,
I
or
don't-
the
I don't
music.
know. I
or
just
the
listened
music
to
genre.
it. It's literally just like, it's not like a real album. It's a bunch of songs they didn't use. And I think it came out, if I'm not mistaken, after Red. So basically, all the shit up to that point that
Red.
wasn't good enough to go on the other shit went on Death to False Metal.
if it's talking about Death to False Metal as in metal the genre of music, I can definitely side with that.
Oh no, it came out after.
mean-
it came out after Ratitude.
Fucking give me a break.
If I hear one more person tell me that they're into metal music and they're like,
Snow
love-
Patrol.
metal music, my favorite metal band is fucking Pierce the Veil or some shit, I will scream. I'll do it. I'll scream.
Well, what's the what? Greta Van Fleet. That's it.
Oh yeah,
I
fake
see-
Led
I
Zeppelin.
was actually talking about this the other day. Someone
I'm
was.
not going to compare them to Led Zeppelin. People do that too much. They're
Well-
not Led Zeppelin.
I mean, they kind of are.
They're not Led Zeppelin. They're trying to be Led Zeppelin.
Here's my thing.
Makes me mad.
I don't think Greta Van Fleet is that bad, but every time that I've listened to a Greta Van Fleet song, I'm just like, I'd rather listen to Zeppelin. Like, I'd rather be listening to Zeppelin.
Yeah, exactly. And we were talking
So-
about fucking Fantano earlier and how
Yeah.
a lot of the time we don't really agree with his kind of reviews, but he did put it in a very nice way. It's like their music is a rejected Zeppelin basement tape or something.
Yeah.
Or like some
Yeah.
stupid B-side. And like you were saying, I'd rather listen to,
But
the
what
real
if?
deal.
Yeah,
What if
for sure.
Greta Van Weezer existed? What would you think about that?
You always bring it back to Weezer. I swear
Stop.
to fucking God.
Welcome back to the Weezer Hour. It's
the
just
happy Pappy Weezer hour.
Did you-
Hour?
the Blue Hour.
Doesn't
The
Rivers
Blue
Cuomo have a pop figure now?
Yes,
Sorry?
he does.
Yeah, Rivers
I
Cuomo has
really-
a pop
I
figure.
really want it.
One of
You
those
want to know?
vinyls?
You want it go right on that it'd go on that shelf.
It'd be a
Mm.
shrine.
Yeah.
And that'd be your piss Christ.
My piss crack.
You
It's the
turn
Rivers
around.
Cuomo pop figure.
You'd turn around, you'd
In a
stand on your
fucking-
bed, and you'd pee and jack off
You actually,
onto the.
But I think you
Rivers
gotta
Cuomo
put it in a Ziploc bag.
it doesn't even get a jar.
No jar, just Ziploc bag.
Sorry.
Piss
Ooh.
Cuomo.
Piss Cuomo.
Let's
I was
stop
actually
talking
looking-
about Weezer.
I was actually looking because I have that big empty space like above my bed, and I'm like, I want to put something up there. And I was looking on Redbubble for some stuff, and because they have like flags, right? And a bunch of them were like Cuomo for president.
I thought
And
of
I know-
something really bad.
No, they weren't. They weren't referring to what's his face. They
Say
weren't-
it and I'll blur it out if I need to.
No, it was fine. I was just thinking of like we come in to record one day and Drew has like a back the blue flag above his bed. It's like the black and white American flag with the blue stripes.
No, listen,
Yeah.
I have a
and
story
we're
about
like,
that.
Drew.
There was a fucking plumber that came into the place that I work, right?
Fuck.
Because he was fixing.
Oh, we can talk about too.
dumbass.
You gotta bleep
Yeah,
that
that's
out.
blurred out.
But
Yep.
literally, I was thinking, this was like early, this was like height of the protests, right? And he's coming in to fix the fryers, and the motherfucker has a face mask on
Mhm.
with the Blue Lives
Oh,
Matter
no.
flag on it, and I'm just like, it's such a contradiction
It
too.
is such a
Like
contradiction.
you're wearing the mask with the fucking Blue Lives Matter flag
Yeah.
on it, like, and I think he broke one of our fucking fridges.
He's not even a good plumber.
No, like, cause oh man, my boss was so pissed because we had to move a bunch of like chicken basically into like a different spot, because he broke our fucking cooler kind of.
Nice.
Really?
Yeah, and it was like you fucking. Of course, it's the Blue Lives Matter fucking plumber.
Yeah,
He
God,
you know,
breaks
it's
our
kind of
shit.
funny.
With his ass
Uh,
crack showing.
I was in the car the other day with my friends, and yeah, not you guys. Fuck both of you.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a joke. I love you.
Okay.
So I was in a car, and someone had on the left side of their car, like they got the white people stickers on the back,
Oh yeah.
Oh
yeah.
one of them was Minnie Mouse, and
Ugh.
it looked like she was peeking over like the
Was it
the
next
car?
to like a Blue Lives Matter?
and then on
flag?
the right side there was a Blue Lives Matter sticker.
Fucking
I was
hell.
I went to Chick-fil-A today because I was hungry, and the car I was right behind was this fucking lifted ass truck with about 50 Trump stickers, all like littering the
Living the
back.
dream, dude. Living the dream.
Was it
Um,
the F-150?
Yes, of course.
course it
Oh,
was
of
an-
course. it was an
Actually,
F-150.
you want to know a fun fact? This is totally stupid, but going off of F-150, so you know how Ford is, they're only going to be making trucks and Mustangs from now on.
Mm-hmm.
Well, not
Okay.
from now on, but
Yeah.
I think like by 2021 they're doing away with all of their car models.
Which I hate, by the way.
but
Yeah.
the F-150 has become the best-selling car
Mm-hmm.
in general in the United States.
Yes.
And the
That makes me
revenue
sad.
the revenue that Ford has made in the past year from F-150s alone puts them as a Fortune 100 company.
Mhm.
It's insane.
Yeah, and if I'm not
It's
mistaken,
crazy.
they're still
Trucks,
like
dude.
they're still like going at they're still like going down in like I don't know what the deal is, but like all car manufacturers are like starting to tank.
Well, yeah, because who's out fucking buying? That's a dumb question. Stupid people are out buying cars.
Well, no, because I mean, at the end of the day, you know, the people, old people don't need cars, right?
Yeah.
And they have all the money. So the people who would buy cars, the young people who need them, we can't. 'Cause, I mean,
Yeah.
we're the fucking like. Consider me, okay? I make about $300 in a week, and I make over minimum wage. How the fuck am I gonna buy a $20,000 car?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna take a
Yeah.
while.
I'll tell you how I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
I have a bunch of shit in the savings for child support.
That's honestly, that's a good thing. I mean, it's not good that your revenue stream is child support money, but it's good that you're saving for.
And I do have a job,
Yes.
but I'm getting money from that too. But
No, my
you know.
dad made a comment because he was looking at my paycheck, and he's like, "Oh man, if you save for a year, you can buy a car." I'm
A
like, "Oh
year?
yeah, I just won't spend any money for a
Yeah.
year at all."
Yeah.
That's my dad has saved his 1994 F-150 that my mom got him as a birthday present, and it's paid off. It's old, it's borderline antique at this point. Even though it's from the 90s, it feels really weird to say that, but it's paid off. It just needs to be fixed up, and that'll be my car, because that's kind of the way to do it, because there's the only money that you need to spend is getting it fixed up. I actually drove here in my mom's F-150, which is 2016.
I forgot you have your learners. I forgot about that. Yeah.
Yep. That shit's hard to drive, dude. It's,
What?
it's
Dude,
fucking
trucks?
huge. It
Old-
feels like a tank. Yeah, my mom's.
Yeah.
Old cars are such a pain in the ass to drive. Like
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
what I've learned. Because I have an '87 Porsche 944 out there.
That's like the trashiest Porsche ever
It's-
made.
It's a poor man's Porsche.
It is, yeah.
And it's so hard to drive. Like, my dad's like, I don't know if you can have this car. And I don't know, the car from 1987 with no airbags that is like, you have to have a fucking master's degree to drive.
That has-
I can't take that as my first car.
That has barely 2 seats.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I consider it a 2-seater. Like, I mean, I can fit I can fit an Oompa Loompa back there. Like,
Right.
maybe.
And just for context, I am 6'1" tall, and Micah is 5'11". So
Yeah.
we're pretty big boys. There's no way Drew's gonna be
Oh, no.
driving
No.
us around.
No.
No, I mean, I couldn't fit an Oompa Loompa comfortably. Like,
No.
he'd still be
Right.
like, this
He-
fucking
yeah.
sucks.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't even know why they're there, is the thing. Because it's like, what's the point? Like,
Yeah, make room for have trunk space or whatever.
Mhm.
Is it rear or front engine?
Front engine.
Yeah.
Because that's the thing.
They wouldn't actually. Yeah, now that I think about it, why the fuck would
Yeah.
they make a? Yeah.
And that's the thing. Most Porsches are actually mid or rear engine.
Yeah.
But since this one's the poor man's Porsche, it's got a front
It's
engine.
front.
You know-
Do you know if it's a straight?
I think
There's no
it's-
way. There's no way. There's 8 cylinders.
Oh
Is it
no,
a straight
it's
six or
six
No.
cylinders. I believe it's a straight 6, but don't quote me on it.
Yeah.
There are turbo models out there.
It's not that one though.
No, that one's not a turbo. That was an old. My dad kind of restored it because it was I think he got the body for $600. And we used to have an old Fiat 124 Spider.
That's a nice car.
No, it isn't. Not
Really?
as a classic.
the new ones.
No, not a new one. Like a '60s Fiat 124
Ooh,
Spider.
okay. Yeah.
And holy shit, that car broke so much. It was a death trap.
Yeah.
Someone, if we hadn't gotten rid of it, someone would have died in that car.
Yeah.
We called it Ziffy also,
Ziffy.
because
Oh, yeah.
the license plate it came with, it said Ziffy. I loved that car though.
I just realized that Drew and I have been talking nerd car specs, and Mike isn't a car.
I'm not a
person.
car guy. No.
No, this is that's me when y'all are talking about sound.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I mean,
Microphone.
You want to talk to me about music? I got you. But
Yeah.
speaking of tiny cars. Correction, Aiden. I think you're taller than 6'1", because I'm 6 foot even.
Really?
Yeah.
You know what? I wouldn't put it past me being 6'2".
I think
at
you're
this point.
6'2", because I know I'm 6 even. Anyways, if he's not 6 foot, he's not a man.
Yeah.
So, at
Little
Drew-
mouse boys.
little mouse boy.
Listen.
You're like 5'8".
You're not even short.
I'm 5'7" on a good day.
Really?
That's not
Yeah.
even short.
That
The average guy is like 5'8" or so.
Yeah, the average guy is
Like
you're
5'7",
you're
5'8".
fine.
The problem is, see, I've actually noticed this. I'm at like the perfect height to suck.
Dick?
No, in general, because like
I'm at the perfect
the
height to
problem
suck.
is, the problem is, I'm like the same height as most girls, and way shorter than every guy. It's just I'm like at that
Right.
like perfect like terrible spot to be.
Yeah.
Because I'm not short enough to be like, oh, look at the little fucking midget boy.
But you're not. The thing is, you're like the first thing you notice about you is not that you're short, and you don't give off
It's
like
that
a
I'm
short energy.
horrendously ugly.
No,
Oh, shut the fuck
and look
up.
kind of like Rivers Cuomo.
you do not look like Rivers
don't.
Cuomo.
I'm growing the mustache.
You kind of are.
I know.
You're doing that, but other than that,
Yeah.
but have you seen the? Speaking of short people, this is what makes you a true short person. This video got like pretty little viral a couple years ago, but like the bagel guy
I've never
in
seen
the cafe, the
I don't
really
know.
short guy who got like
Um,
fucking furious
I
in
Yeah.
the cafe, and he's like 5 foot, and he's just started going off. Really?
I have- no,
Neither
I
of you
haven't
have
seen
never
that.
seen this?
I know the video where Ariana Grande has like a meltdown over a bagel. That might be a donut.
Ariana
actually.
Grande had a meltdown over a bagel.
Yeah,
She said this bagel has a.
I just have like vague like Twitter
Ooh.
fragments floating around
Ooh.
in my brain. I'm just like, I think
I don't know
Ariana
about that
Grande had a
one.
meltdown over a bagel.
You might want.
Might want
That might be a little too much.
Yeah, I might censor
You might
that.
have to censor
Yeah.
That's
That was fucking funny though. The only reason I brought up the height thing is because the person that has been driving me around a lot recently, I won't
height
say their
thing?
name.
Sorry, I didn't hear you.
Driving me around recently,
Oh, okay.
has a I don't know the car model, but it's a Fiat, and it's like, all right,
Mhm.
it's like super short. I mean, it's a nice
it's
car,
probably a Fiat 500.
Yeah.
probably,
Which
but like,
I hate those cars. I hate
Oh.
Fiat 500s.
Yeah. I hate
anyways,
Fiat
I
500.
always
two-
sit in the
there's
back.
Yeah, there's two cars that fucking Fiat 500s and Minis. I hate my dad's car.
Mini Cooper.
Mini Coopers. I
Yeah.
fucking and look, see those car keys over there? Those are for my dad's car because that's what I get to drive around. And I hate it. I hate that car.
Well,
I drive around a Infiniti G7. It's I like it.
Wait, G37?
Yeah,
Oh, I actually really like those cars.
it's not a sport version, but it is
Mhm.
G37.
Yeah.
It's nice.
Yeah,
It
I
like
like-
it's in that perfect area where the brakes are not too sensitive,
God.
but like they still feel nice, you know.
My
Yeah.
dad's Mini has the shortest fucking gears known to man.
Mhm.
Okay, little manual lesson. So, you know,
Please.
an automatic car, you hit accelerator and call go.
Yeah.
Right? Manual, you got to push in the clutch, change
Yeah.
gear, and then do like the most sensitive little fucking dance
Yeah.
so that your car doesn't either stall out or rev to shit.
That's how all cars in Europe are. In America, we're just
Yes.
fucking lazy.
In America, we
pretty
have
much.
the right idea. Because
Yeah.
driving manual is an
Isn't
unnecessary pain in the ass.
Yeah.
But my dad's car, I swear to God, each gear is good for like 5 miles an hour. There's like a little range.
Wow.
It sucks because I'm fucking
Yeah,
shifting.
you have to constantly.
And it like the shifter fucking blows.
Does it ever kind of like break even when you're on the highway or something? Like once you go above 60, does it like?
I've never really had to. I've never gotten on the highway because I'm in a fucking
that's
Mini
true.
Cooper.
Yeah.
Yeah. The
Um,
highway's not even that bad.
But I'll be on like, I don't want to say the road, but
Yeah.
and
Oh,
like
yeah.
literally,
Scary road. I don't like going on there.
No.
I hate going on there because everyone drives like it is a highway. Even
And the
though
speed limit is 45. Like, should
but
not
you
be
would
going
n-
60.
You would not know it.
No.
But I have to keep fucking shifting, and there's so many stoplights there. I'll have to slow down, and that's a pain in the
Yeah.
ass. And it just, I'm like, I hate driving that car. I hate
Yeah.
it so much. Not a fun car. 0 out of 10. Mini Coopers can suck my dick.
Just by the way, Drew,
Mhm.
just want to let you know this. I don't know if it's just because it's a Mini Cooper, or if you just don't want to, but the highway is really not that bad at
The
all.
hi-
It's honestly more like I've never had a reason to.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, especially because I got my license in the middle of a global pandemic. It's like, where am I going to go?
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
I don't even drive to work because it's in walking distance, and I will
Yeah.
die before I pay for gas.
You know, it's kind of
Yeah.
funny. The first time I ever went on the highway, oh my god. So my stepdad comes in my room. He's like, "Yo, we're going." I was like,
Going.
Where the fuck are we going?
We're going.
Turns out what he meant is
Have
I was
business.
driving my stepbrother to his college an hour away.
Fuck.
Oh.
And so I drove him there and back. And so
Ugh.
being as I like just got my learners a couple months prior,
Mhm.
driving for 2 hours is no small feat.
No, I
Yeah.
did that a couple
Um,
days ago.
Yeah, like I mean obviously now I don't have my license yet. Okay, can I just vent about this for a second?
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm on the schedule to get my license, but the
Yeah.
DMV is so backed up
Really?
that I have to wait for like 3 months.
Oh,
Jesus.
I got mine.
Well, yeah, that's because you
'Cause I
did the
cheated,
fucking
but-
cheat thing. You know,
Yeah.
you that's not even valid anymore.
Whoa. Drew didn't cheat.
Oh, I fucking cheated.
No, that's not even valid anymore.
No, it is.
Really?
Valid until September, baby.
Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I do have to go in eventually and take a road test.
Yeah.
But for those who aren't in the know, I mean, everyone knows. Georgia had a law very briefly for a brief
Yeah.
window. You could
Oh,
get your license
Can
without
I just say the only reason this law existed is because Brian Kemp wanted his daughter to get his her license.
Yeah, this is
It's
true.
it's entirely
Well,
abuse of
because
power.
our governor is a fucking raging idiot. But
Also a
that's
racist.
beside the
I don't
point.
like him.
Yep.
So,
Very racist.
Which is, you know.
oh, he's horrible.
Oh, for those who don't live in Georgia, all 0 of you, Brian Kemp, one of his main campaign promises was that he was going to, quote, round up the illegals himself in his truck.
Oh my god, I
Yeah.
forgot about that.
Oh,
Like,
those
like,
ads.
He would campaign that, like, he was gonna,
Mhm.
like, I'll round up the illegals myself in my truck and deport them myself. I'm like,
Yeah.
dude,
Mhm.
that's so fucked up.
Dude, oh my god. Ryan Kemp's the kind of guy where
I think so.
All
like,
right.
I think I do that.
That might be a little too much.
Just,
that might be.
I'll
should I
be on
censor that?
You might have to censor
I'll
that.
censor that.
'Cause
Fine,
that's-
who cares? I'm probably on a few watch lists anyway.
But it's just.
He's
It's-
such an asshole.
It's really sad because, all right, we're only talking about our state's government. We're not going to make any comments on federal government, but I think it's fair that we can talk about our state government. But whenever the governor's race was happening, of course, it's Stacey Abrams has her problems,
Right.
whatever, and
Yeah.
but Gosh,
she's not perfect, definitely.
no,
You
she's
know-
not. She's not perfect, but actually, she's really bright and very eloquent, and
for sure.
she is really great.
She's kind of in that Obama vein. If you like to
Yeah.
listen to her speak,
Yeah, for sure.
And she makes her policies very clear. Her
Yep.
policies are
Mhm.
good.
eloquent.
But gosh, Brian Kemp is such a dickhead.
I don't know how he got elected.
And well, that's the sad thing is that it was a really, really close race.
Yeah.
He got elected via voter suppression, but
He did because he was able to control the. Anyway, we're not going to go into
That's the
that
thing.
too deep.
He was the guy who controls
Who
the vote.
controlled the votes?
And everyone and
Yeah.
everyone's like, "Hey, you should probably step down." You know,
Exactly.
Just like no
It's
conflict
like,
of interest.
That's
And he
one
went,
of the
no.
scummiest things I've ever, like, in my life seen a politician do, is literally pretty much make themselves the governor of their state. But
Yeah.
anyway,
Mhm.
it was just sad because it's another old white dude.
Mhm.
And listen, having a black woman, Keisha Lance Bottoms, as mayor of Atlanta is great, especially now.
Mm-hmm.
well,
you know.
okay, policy-wise, she is not.
no, policy-
She is not great, but
No.
like in terms of, because representation at the end of the
Is
day,
good.
it really does matter.
It
like
absolutely matters.
it's one of those things. White guys love to be like, "Oh no, it doesn't." Like, well, yeah, for you.
For you, it
For you, it
doesn't.
does not
'cause
matter, right.
It's the people you voted
Yeah.
for who've
Says the
gerrymandered
white
and
guys.
made-
Well, you get plenty of representation.
Exactly.
I just want to point out that all 3 of us are white guys. And we're
Yes.
bitching about
Oh,
white
yes.
guys. I just think it's funny.
Yeah.
No problem
Yeah,
with
if
that.
you're-
Just-
It's
if you're
okay. We
looking
have
for-
black friends.
oh, that's okay. That
It
makes it
makes
okay.
it totally
I,
alright to
I
talk
guarantee
about
there's
race.
about
sure.
5,000 better podcasts to listen to if you're looking
Yeah.
for like a good perspective on like racial politics and stuff like
You
that.
can watch literally anything else.
Yeah, we are not. We
Or
are not
rather
great
listen
for
to
that.
anything else.
But at the end of the day, it's a sad place we're in. Very, it's a little disappointing. But I think you guys can garner from now on our perspective on. I think that this is the extent we're going to talk about the the big issue going
Social
on
discourse.
regarding race in
big
our
one.
country.
The big one.
I think to end the note that we should end this on is I don't know how else to put it other than Black Lives Matter, man.
Yeah, for sure.
That's
I
all
think
I'm gonna say.
the best way we could end this is, of course, by saying Black Lives Matter. But I don't think that we should get too into this subject.
No,
because
absolutely
actually,
not.
I
It
would
is
like to
so
add-
controversial.
There was a really great video from the University of Alabama football program.
Mhm.
And there's a great quote in it that says, all lives cannot matter until Black Lives Matter. And I think that
Yeah.
puts it really well in terms
I just
of...
want to say something. This is the last thing I will say.
Mhm.
I was talking to my friend. I will not say her name.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And we were talking about how
We need to get her on.
we do. She needs to come on here. Actually, I'll say her name. Isis. Her
Yeah.
name is Isis. She's
Shout
an
out. She's
absolute
probably
fucking legend.
listening.
She might be listening, or at least X is her boyfriend. Probably.
Someone in the orbit's listening.
Yeah.
At somewhere. And so she's gonna be on the podcast at some point. We hope.
Hopefully. She said she's coming in the area. pretty
She's
soon.
at her house currently.
Is she out of the area?
Oh, wow.
Is
She
out
moved
of
to
the area?
Atlanta.
Yeah, she moved to Atlanta.
Wow. Shows how little I'm like removed from this like
Yeah.
whole fucking world. Like
I don't know if I should really go into detail because it's her own personal business. I
Yeah.
was gonna explain why she moved to Atlanta, but I won't.
Yeah,
I won't
no.
say.
no one needs to know.
But that's beside the point. And she was we were talking about this because she
Mhm.
posted something on her story about Black Lives Matter, and I was like, "Fuck yeah, dude!" And
Yeah.
and she was like,
Should,
"I
for
hate."
context, should we mention that she is a
I guess
black
so.
woman?
Like she is a black woman. Yeah. Woohoo! Oh my
I mean,
god.
I guess not woman because she's not an adult,
That's not the
legal
point.
adult.
Well,
yes,
well,
but
Either way, she acts like a fucking mom. Absolute legend.
Yeah, she does.
Absolute.
If there's any,
okay.
it's like she and one other person I can definitely consider my mom. That's not my mom. She.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh my god, yes.
Definitely are my two moms in my life.
But okay, we're getting way off topic.
Yeah,
Holy
we
shit. What was I even saying? Right. And she was talking about how it's so obnoxious how often she has to explain Black Lives Matter to people.
It is.
Because you hear these people say all lives matter, and of course,
That's
yes,
their point.
But
It's like,
but you need to keep in mind the okay.
Right.
The best way that this can be explained, I'm sure most people listening know this already though, is that the best way to think of the Black Lives Matter movement is not just saying Black Lives Matter.
No.
It's more saying Black Lives Matter also.
Yes.
It's a reminder to
Mhm.
police that you should not prioritize
yeah,
anyone over a black person, or rather deprioritize a black person.
yeah.
And those statements never contradicted.
Yeah.
Like
No,
Black Lives Matter and all lives matter. Like those aren't two conflicting
Yeah.
statements.
that's what people don't understand, and people are so
no,
ignorant.
the thing is they understand, but
They don't care.
no,
Like, so many
we'd have to
people just don't
confront some. We'd actually have to confront major systematic issues in
Yeah.
our society, and I'd rather not do that because that's hard.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that's
Thinking is hard, and I would rather not do it.
yeah. But I think that's where we'll end it. And again, we will clarify: we are indeed 3 white men.
I don't know about men.
We can say men. We are 3 males.
I classify
3
myself more as a twink.
3 okay, 3 white males.
Three
one
white
of
men.
them is a self-proclaimed twink. So don't base your perspective off of our perspective, because our perspective is not one to necessarily listen to.
Yeah, no, there are plenty of black voices who could
Yes.
put all of this so much
better because they
than we could.
and that's the biggest thing that needs to happen, is that
We got to listen to
people
those
who
voices.
aren't informed need to get informed, and because ignorance is
Yeah.
perhaps the biggest problem.
I feel like I would describe a lot of people who are so against the Black Lives Matter movement as less ignorant as they are apathetic.
Mhm.
I think it's
yeah,
a mix of both.
It's
Well-
being you to have the perspective that certain perspective. It takes ignorance of systematic issues in our
Yes.
society, and it takes apathy of wanting to actually
Yeah.
address those issues. So basically, I think our final message is to put your tongue back in your mouth, stop bootlicking,
Yeah.
and support Black Lives Matter. A.
But yeah, hopefully we'll get Isis on the podcast soon.
Mm-hmm.
That'll be fun. I miss her a lot.
Yeah.
Man.
I didn't know she was already here.
Yeah.
She's probably got a bunch of good recording shit. And not probably, she definitely has a bunch of good recording shit. Probably in Atlanta still.
I was
probably
literally
Atlanta.
about to ask you guys how school was, and I completely forgot.
Yeah, we
Like,
haven't been to school in months.
Yeah, I really picked the worst possible time to go into online schooling, didn't I?
Yeah.
Yeah,
you
it
did.
really wouldn't even
Yeah.
have mattered.
Like,
like
No, cause I had to do I watched my siblings kind of get through online schooling. They got to coast.
yeah.
Like that shit was easy as fuck. Meanwhile, I'm doing hard ass shit.
Yeah, like legitimate. 'Cause since
Yeah.
you
I-
already were in online school, they're like, all right, well, we'll just keep going. With, you know.
I crammed about three semesters of physics, pre-calculus, and Spanish into the span of a week,
Jesus,
fucking ridiculous.
Wow. Honestly,
and
power move.
I passed.
Nice.
A couple of them by
Just
the skin of my
barely,
teeth,
yeah.
but I passed.
I can't tell you how many tests and assignments I just pulled out of my ass.
I cannot tell you how many assignments I didn't even bother to try.
I didn't even. I mean, nothing's really changed because one skill that I do pride myself on having when it comes to school is knowing the bullshit that I can sort out the wheat from the chaff. Like I know which
Right.
assignments I can procrastinate and throw away on. Throw away. I know
Wait on.
I know what I don't have to do, and I know what's necessary, and I know what I can't. And that's a skill that you kind of need when you're in high school. And I don't mean this sounds like a humble brag, but the three of us are in advanced kind of classes,
Mhm.
and there's a lot of I don't want to say a lot more bullshit that you have to sift through,
Mhm.
but I'm gonna say there's a lot more bullshit you have to sift
Yeah.
through.
For sure.
Because there just is.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah, there is.
Mhm.
But that's kind of a skill you need. But school's going to be a lot easier now that I'm not going to be at barely going to be at a high school.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
are you going into work-based?
No.
I'm doing dual
I'm
enrollment.
doing one.
I fucking forgot. That was the thing
Yeah.
that was real.
This is actually pretty cool. No one's gonna care about this, but I care.
Mhm.
It excites me. For dual
Well,
enrollment,
it's your fucking podcast, so go ahead. Who
my
cares?
podcast.
It
Along
is-
with ours.
It is
Okay.
everyone's podcast,
It's about
comrades.
Podcast.
It's I'm gonna be doing dual enrollment at, I'm not gonna say what college, but I'm gonna be taking core classes there, like college core classes to get credits for that, and I'm also gonna be taking a woodworking class. I already do.
Really? That's
That
cool.
that was really loud in the mic. I'm sorry. I already do carpentry. It's a hobby of mine,
Mhm.
but I'm gonna be able to get expert help and
Yeah.
probably certification, so that once I get out of high school, I can have a job.
Yeah.
Because carpentry pays well as
It
fuck.
does pay
I don't know
well.
if you guys knew that.
It's
but
one
oh
of
my
those
God.
utility jobs that I don't want to go back to this, but we kind of have a specific person that especially Drew likes to stalk.
I do.
But he's
but
he's definitely the
welding.
he's
Oh.
he's definitely the Trump sticker on the back of an old F-150.
I don't know anything about him because I deleted Instagram, right?
Yeah.
I
That's
should
good.
I should probably have told people that. Because I think I left 4 unopened DMs, and I was
Jeez.
just I don't care, and I deleted it.
Whatever.
And so yeah, I actually don't know what he's been up to, and I kind of miss it,
Yeah.
it
But-
would always bring me a little joy to see him have some terrible take and just be like,
Yeah.
oh yeah,
It's funny.
injected into my veins.
It's funny to see those kind of people because it's always welding, and they're like, "Why would I go to college when I can get, $80,000
Wait,
a year
Micah,
going to
Micah,
weld?"
I'm gonna send you his welding meme. And
You
I
showed
need
it to
That's
me.
the
I
one
need-
I'm
yeah, I
talking
need you to
about.
put it up.
Okay.
Because oh my god, that fucking killed me.
Alright,
It fucking
here's,
killed me
the
too.
welding
It was
meme.
so funny.
Oh, man, I
Ding.
think I did think I already sent it on the group chat, but
You did.
I'll send it
It's in
again.
there.
God, it's so that
It is
killed
really
me,
funny.
man. I just can't. Like, welding memes? And it was on like an
Yeah.
account that was called like welding memes. It's
Yeah.
like,
Apparently that's an
apparently that's like a
subgenre.
sect of Instagram.
Okay, welding is a necessary skill, and it's, you know,
We need welders in the world.
shout
but-
outs to my welders. Am I right?
Yeah.
Can I get some
Seriously,
welding
if a
gangs in the
welder's-
comments?
If a welder is watching, we appreciate you.
For sure.
Yeah.
Drop a couple weld gangs in the comments.
Weld gang.
God, where's this fucking
What's
meme?
the Juggalo phrase that's like wicked clown love?
Yeah.
Wicked clown love.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yo, wicked clown love to all my fucking
Okay, listen.
What the fuck is this
listen.
meme?
Can I get in trouble for that? No, I can't get in trouble for that.
Listen, I can say this because like every single juggalo lives in a fucking trailer park, doesn't have a computer, so they won't listen to this. It's fine. Juggalos are the stupidest genre of people.
Really? You think
Like
they're
the
stupid?
stupidest.
You know what? I don't think they're necessarily stupid. They were stupid enough not to have their gathering this time around. They didn't gather this year because
They were stupid
because of
enough?
COVID. No, they weren't stupid
Okay, I
enough.
thought you said they were.
No.
Just for context, anyone who doesn't know,
Oh, that's
a juggalo is a fan of a hip hop thing.
rap duo called
Insane Clown Posse.
Oh, I thought we were talking about gigolos.
Nope.
And I was like, that you guys say that word weird.
Nope. A
Like
juggalo
Rob
is
Schneider,
trust
Bruce
me.
Bigelow.
I know
What
I
was
know
it?
how to say the title of my job, all right?
a juggalo is an
Don't
insane
come at
clown
me for
There's
posse.
saying
also
that.
there's a Weezer song called American Gigolo.
Ah,
Bringing it back to Weezer.
There's also an old
Every
bebop
time.
standard called Just a Gigolo, the most
Yeah.
famous version of which is sung by Louis Prima.
And an incredible Rob Schneider movie called Bruce Bigelow.
Oh, God.
What was it?
Actually,
um,
and Gigolos, Prince played a Gigolo in his movie, Purple
Bruce.
Rain. Rest in peace.
Oh, it was Deuce Bigelow, male gigolo. Sorry.
Yes.
I gotta make sure I got my Rob Schneider movies.
Have
on.
have either of you guys
Okay.
heard what Prince sounds like just speaking?
no.
All right, this is what he sounds like. So you know how, but you've heard his music, right?
Of course.
There's like, why do we scream at each other?
Yes.
This is what it sounds like when doves cry. So it's like that, or a kiss. It's like, like just weird squeaks
Yeah.
and stuff. But when he speaks like this. What should I say? He's ordering at McDonald's. I would like a quarter pounder with cheese. He totally
Hold
speaks
on,
like
hold
that.
on.
He's like,
Hold on.
it's good to be back here. On, I came on your show, Arsenio, and a couple of years ago.
Oh wait,
And-
hold on.
Prince on the Happy Pappy Variety Hour.
It's me.
There it is. Go
I'm
ahead.
back.
We're interviewing Prince, guys.
Oh, did you turn the deep voice on? Wait, what should I say in the deep voice?
I don't really know. Something.
Should I do this? Should I do this too?
I could turn the super deep voice on. Hold on.
Super deep voice.
Let's see how deep it can go.
Oh my god.
Can you go?
That fucking whispering.
Creepy. A deep whispering.
Yeah, it was weird.
What should I say that would creep the hell out of the listeners here?
Just for context, everyone, my mixer has this fucking weird ass feature where it's like it's got a bunch of built-in sound effects, and so you heard that in the reverb and the intro. You heard it now with the low voice. Should I make you like a fucking chipmunk? Hold on one sec.
So this is
The low voice, and now this is Chipmunk?
No, this is the
Question
one that
mark?
makes you sound like a fucking woman.
Oh,
That's chipmunk.
now Chipmunk?
Christmas,
Christmas time is
There
here.
it is.
Time for joy and time for cheer. Christmas, Christmas, suck my wiener.
God, Drew, no. I turned high voice on for you, and then you went
no.
with the falsetto.
High voice.
It's like high voice squared.
That's what we call it. Double
Terrible.
whammy.
So pretty much, that just ruined everything.
ruined everything?
Yes.
What do you mean?
Well,
Oh, did I break it? Oh
You
shit!
broke.
no. It's just
like
it got really
smoke-
loud.
Shit's like smoking.
That would not be cool.
Oh man. God. piss.
You have to piss?
Yeah, badly.
Go piss, Mike, and I
No,
can.
Yeah, we
hold
can-
it
No,
down.
no,
We
I
can fill
can.
in.
I can hold it.
We got about 10 minutes if you.
Yeah, I can.
You can wait.
make it
Okay.
10 minutes.
All right.
Yeah, how long
I
have
ain't
we
no
been
pussy.
recording?
50 minutes.
50? All right, we'll hit an hour.
Man.
What else has been happening in our lives?
Oh yeah, we can get back to the beginning.
Yeah, we can, like,
where update.
we
Life
totally
update.
derailed. This is the first time we've seen each other like since the whole
Mhm.
quarantine. We haven't seen each other in like pretty
Mhm.
close to 4 months because we went to the movies on the 13th of March.
Impractical Jokers.
That's
the
a funny story. We
movie.
should probably
I forgot
tell
about that. But wait,
Um,
let's do the let's update first before we completely forget about that.
What update?
Yeah, just.
Oh,
like,
I was
what we've
just
been
saying
doing.
this is the first time we've seen each other, so our
Mhm.
conversations are going to be a little more natural and free flowing and off the rails. So we apologize.
Off the chain.
and we're
yeah.
and since we're also going to backlog a bunch, so the next maybe like 1 or 2 episodes you hear, maybe even the next 3, because I can be here for a
Oh,
while.
I was planning to leave after this.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Gonna go hang out with people.
Okay.
That's fine. You respect.
Is that okay? All right. Cool. We can backlog another day.
But yeah, so that's probably why we are.
Also, it's probably
Getting
better if we
wild.
wait because Aiden's mic is gonna be in soon,
Yeah, that's
Oh,
true.
yeah.
and so
I'm gonna
we'll
get
have
this
that.
dinky ass thing out of here.
I mean, it's not that. It's a Shure microphone, so it's
Mhm.
not that bad, but it's not good.
Yeah, like I said, this came from the flea market. So, which did you guys see that open back up? Like, can you imagine?
No.
Can you imagine going to the flea market in the middle of a global pandemic?
Imagine the diseases.
It actually the virus can't live very long on clothes, but yeah.
Like,
why
I
would you
gotta
go
be
to a
real.
flea market.
The flea market's a questionable proposition without the
Yeah.
pandemic. Like,
Yeah.
you really got to question like how much you want that shit. Because I found SpongeBob, you know, which I will say,
do you?
he was
Do
worth
you?
it.
Do you?
No. Why? Why would I? No.
I'm
that's
a little lost. I
gross.
wasn't paying attention.
That requires a level of desperation that I haven't.
Oh.
I have not.
Oh.
There's been some time. There's been some desperate
Oh
times,
my
but
God.
not close to that desperate.
Yeah.
I could check that thing for any holes.
It might honestly. It might have some holes because it's old as shit.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I mean, it. Listen. That really requires hitting. That requires hitting a low that I haven't sunk into yet.
So he says.
I think he's.
I
in
think he
love.
has.
What
yeah.
I'm saying is like 3 more weeks, and we might be at that low, but not yet.
You sure?
Hmm Actually, wait. I wanted to. I wanted to mention this.
I'm not gonna lie. It does not. Oh, it.
He looks like a corpse right now. I mean, he literally looks.
Oh my God! For those
SpongeBob
of you
is-
who haven't caught on, Drew has a Drew has a SpongeBob like plush, and I asked him if he
Do I
the
fuck
other-
the SpongeBob plush? Like that. That was the. That was
say
the.
it. But now he just said it looks like a corpse, so that adds a whole nother level.
Hey, that's cool. Can I fuck it?
Can I fuck
You
it?
mind if I fuck it,
You
dude?
mind if I do
Is
it?
that necrophilia? That's my
Yes.
question. Well, it's a plush. It's not actually. Well, I guess it's. Is a plush dead?
If okay, like say you have a taxidermy like deer head, and its mouth is open,
Ugh.
and I'm a hillbilly living in a tractor. My wife left me. I'm hopelessly drunk.
I guess. Yeah, that would be. I'd consider that necrophilia.
Would that?
But the difference is, SpongeBob over there was never alive.
Okay, that is necrophilia
and bestiality.
and bestiality at
But
the
it's,
same
if it's
time.
if it's dead, is it bestiality?
It's still an animal, yes.
Mhm.
It's a dead animal, but it's still animal.
I'm not making. I'm playing devil's advocate here. I'm
Right.
not arguing for like putting your penis in a taxidermied animal's mouth.
I'm just trying to see if it breaks any
What?
laws.
Have you seen? I'm not gonna say that. That
Don't,
can't
I don't
be
know
on
what
the
you're gonna say, but
podcast.
don't.
Yeah, here's the thing I didn't want to talk about. Do you guys ever just get texts and you're like, I can't respond to that right now?
Yes, every text.
See, yeah, that's my problem.
Especially from my wife, my ex-wife. Sorry.
That's what I hate. Cause
Especially
people,
when it's about the kids.
Yeah.
What are you okay, people will text me, and I'm just like, I can't. And then it's 3 days later.
Oh!
And it's like, oh, I can't. Well,
And then
now
you
I
forget,
can't
yeah.
respond to it, but I also don't want to open it because then they'll know I've seen it. And just.
Yeah.
So now I have like 7 texts on my phone that I just can't open.
You know, this is kind of the same thing. I know Aiden won't get this. He doesn't really use social media or have
don't
it.
have any.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But on Instagram, when I get followed by people, I will always forget to follow them back. And then it's several months later.
Is that a thing?
Yeah. For me, anyways.
Oh.
And so then,
Whoops.
like, I forget to follow them back. I mean, you don't have to follow them back, of course, but
Is
if
that
it's
like,
someone that you don't hate, then you
see,
you
so
should,
I've always
but-
had trouble with social media etiquette like that.
I me too.
I've
have
never
no
like
idea.
known
It's fine.
how to do it.
But we get it. You're cool and edgy. You don't have social media.
It's not that I'm,
I'm
edgy.
kidding.
I just,
He has the right
But-
idea, I will say. The only one I have now is Twitter.
Yeah.
And ooh, Lord. I love
Twitter's a
me some
fucking
Twitter.
cesspool.
yeah.
Twitter-
You're on Twitter a lot.
Twitter's a shithole, but I love it.
Yeah.
Cuz that's where I do I get to see all my politics talk. It's a pretty good place to keep up on news as well. You know, where I don't have to read like a shitty article.
Well, a lot of people just get their news from Twitter now.
Cuz honestly,
Because it's in like
That's- you're-
bite-sized
yeah.
things, apparently.
it's that, and honestly, it's probably the most unbiased because it's a group, and you'll get it from like 50 different sources, so you kind of get every perspective instead
Yeah.
of just the one, which is
That's
why
fair.
I like to use it for my news.
bestiality is legal in Vermont.
It is.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So is incest, I'm pretty sure. Vermont's got
Yes.
the right idea,
Yes,
dude.
I think it is because that was a thing in an episode of Family Guy where Chris like comes into a family fortune, and Peter like wants that fortune, but it's from like Lois's side of the family, but it's given to Chris for some reason. Doesn't
Because
make
he's the
sense.
eldest son.
Anyway, this is
probably.
all just to get to the real meat of the plot, which is Peter tries to marry Chris by going to Vermont.
Fuck.
Yeah, Family Guy's a real funny show. It's actually weird because the earlier seasons of
They're
Family
funny.
Guy,
No, the earlier seasons
they
are
aren't.
not bad.
the earlier seasons, the like peak of the early seasons is like post Good Simpsons,
Yes.
like where it's
Yeah.
just like
Yeah.
it's like kind of watchable at best, and then like as it goes, it just gets worse and worse to the
Yeah.
point where it's like,
So bad.
who watches this? Like who gets who?
How is it?
You know,
How
it's
is it
funny
still
because
on the
they
air?
I know.
they took the early episodes of Family Guy off of Netflix, which are the only
So
Mhm.
take
They're on
the whole
Hulu.
sorry, the
thing
good
off of
seasons.
it.
They're
They're
on
the good
Hulu.
seasons. They're on Hulu. I don't have
Yes,
Hulu.
I have Hulu. That's
know
where
what's
I
on
get my
Hulu
live
that I've-
TV.
You know what's on Hulu that I've started watching and like fucking loving?
What?
It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
I thought about starting
That is
yeah.
hilarious.
Yeah, I still need to just because Danny
It's
DeVito.
very, very funny. Danny DeVito comes in. So season 1 has 7 episodes, which is really short. Danny DeVito comes in the first episode of season 2.
Mm.
His character
Okay.
Frank comes in season 2,
Yeah.
first episode. But the pilot is like one of the best pilot episodes of a TV show. It immediately sets the tone of like, this is dark. This is like not
Mhm.
a sitcom.
Yeah,
It's it's like one of the characters, Charlie, says, well, pretty much the driving point of the whole episode is that Charlie says the N-word. Charlie's white, and he says the N-word, and this waitress he has a crush on overhears him, and then like starts to fucking hate him. So he tries to like cover up for it. It's really funny.
See, I've seen like I've always thought about watching that show, but that actor, I don't know his name. He was in Horrible Bosses though. His voice gets on my nerves.
Which one?
I gotta look it up. real
Is it
quick.
Charlie Day? Because
It might. Yes, I think it's
Yeah.
Charlie Day. His voice, it's just something about it. It's like God. Why is
his,
it like that?
His character is like the most neurotic, like kind of stupid, crazy.
yeah.
So his voice is like kind of perfect for it.
like I get that, but it just God, it really
No, I
gets
get it.
on my
I get
fucking
it.
nerves.
I don't like I don't like James Earl Jones's voice.
Yes, it's Charlie Day. His
That's
voice
I'm
gets on my
kidding. James
nerves.
Earl Jones's voice is the best voice ever. He's Darth Vader for those of you who
and
seen Star
and
Wars.
Mufasa.
And Mufasa, and he was in the Broadway
Simba.
debut for Fences, which was a recent Denzel Washington movie.
He's cool. I like him. He played Malcolm X in a movie.
He did. I need to see that, and I recently watched Philadelphia for the first time, and that was a fucking great movie.
It's so weird how like I've been reading a lot of tweets about stuff like this, but just like how basically in school we're taught like, and then in 1964, Martin
Racism
Luther King
ended.
Jr. ended all racism.
Racism ended, guys.
We beat racism, everyone.
1964.
And then racism was no more. This was a
saved the
huge
day.
victory, especially after Susan B. Anthony ended all sexism in
Yeah.
1924.
Lyndon B.
Yeah.
Johnson saved the day.
Our greatest president.
LBJ, our greatest president. Jesus.
Have you guys read the stuff about LBJ showing his dick to people? How
I'm pretty sure
would,
I've heard about
he would
this,
walk
but-
around the White House naked and just like with his fucking pants down and just like flash interns.
Hey
and shit.
guys.
And he got away with it because he's the fucking president. And it's one of those wild things where just like, can you imagine? Okay,
Yeah, but did he get blown by a whore in the Oval Office? No, but you know who did?
honestly, probably.
Bill Clinton. No, he probably
Okay,
did.
cool, but did he get away with having sex with children like Donald Trump did?
I've never heard that claim before. You might want to.
Really?
No,
Really?
no.
Okay, well, have you ever heard of Jeffrey Epstein?
Bleep that out.
Oh
Bleep-
Okay. Sorry about that. We had a bit of a moment. I don't want Bill Clinton to kill me, so
Yeah.
we decided to cut that part.
We're a little scared of the Clinton Foundation because if
Yeah.
you guys don't know, the Clinton Foundation is the most nefarious organization in this country,
course.
and they've killed millions upon millions of people,
Yes.
and we
they
don't
have.
want to be a
True.
statistic.
We're not gonna.
We're
join
not
that
gonna
group.
join them.
So thank you for joining us on this episode of the Pappy Hour. I hope you all enjoyed. I hope that you all liked the upgrade in audio quality.
What y'all doing in here?
Nothing, Mr. Clinton.
Bill? Yeah, it's me, Bill Clinton.
We're just doing our little
doing a little
podcast, Mr. Bill
podcast.
Clinton.
Give me one of those microphones.
Okay, Mr. Clinton,
All right,
sir.
Mr. Clinton.
Listen here, y'all. Thank y'all for listening to this podcast, but I'm afraid it's over now.
Mr. Clinton, why do you have a gun?
Mr. Clinton,
Mr. Clinton,
please no.
don't.